What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another official video. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button, leave a comment. If you are returning, welcome back. Let's get straight into it. So it's week 4 of college football, man, and I ain't gonna lie, every week has been exciting as hell. We got a lot of loaded matchups and slates today, and this video, in every video, I'm going to be showing you guys and predicting my favorite bets of the weekend and my favorite games of the weekend and top matchups that I really like. First up, we have Rutgers versus number 2 Michigan. The spread opens here at minus 24.5, and the over-under say here at 43.5. It is the first game back returning for Coach Harbaugh from Michigan, and I know them boys are beyond excited. It's going to be at Michigan. Now, don't get it twisted. Rutgers is 3-0 as well and has covered every spread this year and has looked dominant in their 3 games. Michigan, on the other hand, is 3-0 as well, but has not covered no spreads this year and has not looked dominant in any way, shape, or form, in my opinion, compared to where they should be and how highly they're ranked this year. I feel as if, though JJ and the running back Blake, everybody from Michigan will rally up behind Coach Harbaugh being back and returning, and the big house will be very, very excited. I know Rutgers has been playing well and Michigan has not been able to cover, but expect the offense and the defense to show up this game and be more so sharp this game, especially at the big house, as Michigan does cover this minus 24.5 spread. Next up, we have a game that I think is very interesting and exciting, as we have number 4 Florida State versus Clemson. Now, this game is at noon and it is at Clemson, so number 4 Florida is a road team and a road team this game. But what's shocking here is that Clemson is only a plus 1.5 favorite in this game, and they're unranked. Now, usually Clemson has been beating Florida State over the last couple of years. So they've been having a better team normally. But this year, Florida State is, as I mentioned, top 5 team, ranked number 4. And for them to only be a minus 1.5 favorite really does throw me off here. I personally feel as if both defenses, especially after last week, have not been showing up and have not been showing their full potential. And this will be a lot of passes and throws through the air, as Jordan Travis and Johnny Wilson will be connected on a lot of plays. Caleb Kublik will be connecting with his receivers on a lot of plays. Will Shipley and them boys. I feel this game will be over 55.5, as we expect to see fireworks here at noon tomorrow night. Next up, we have what I feel is the game of the entire weekend, and what I feel is, honestly, so many people in the world love these 2 teams in college football the most and have fan bases across the entire world, as we have number 6 Ohio State versus number 9 Notre Dame. This game is in South Bend at Notre Dame, and it is what so far has been considered the game of the year. On Ohio State's side, they have figured it out with Kyle McCord being QB1, beating out Devin completely. As week 1, they didn't look as the team. In week 2, they didn't look at the team at the part. But after blowout Western Kentucky and covering their spread, they are looking complete with Marvin Harrison Jr. You have Trayvon Henderson looking great. Kyle McCord looking on point with his passes, and he looking like control of the offense. On the other end, at Notre Dame, you have Sam Hartman, who has been looking fabulous at the quarterback position for Notre Dame. Notre Dame on offense and defense have been rolling. I completely do respect Notre Dame because, in all honesty, they haven't been a team. Well, they have so much tradition, so much history, that they haven't been a team of dominant as a team of passive dominance. And this year, they do look dominant in the games that they have been playing. Even though last game it was against lower competition, they still have looked dominant, especially at the quarterback position. This game, to me, is where Ryan Day and Ohio State really steps up and shows how talented they really are. It is a talent versus talent matchup, but this game right here is where Ohio State really shows, hey, we have more talent with Marvin Harrison Jr., Emeka Egbuka, Trayvon Henderson, and the rest of the crew. Ohio State covers this minus 3.5 spread and wins in South Bend. Let's go, Ohio State. That's also my favorite team. Next up, we have number 15 Ole Miss versus number 13 Alabama. Now, this game right here is going to have the entire world on Ole Miss, because Alabama has looked like a complete shit show, in all honesty. Excuse my French. But in Alabama, what has been going on? Nick Saban has not been looking like the legendary coach from the past. You had Jalen Milroe, who you had bench. You had put in the Notre Dame transfer Tyler. He comes in, looks terrible. You put in Tyler, he comes in, is not getting a job done. But they ended up winning anyway against a very poor South Florida team who they should have blown out and dominated, especially after losing the game before against Texas after the blowouts. So, in all honesty, I'm very disappointed in Alabama. But in a game like this, to where America is going to be going against Nick Saban because of how poor they have looked, and of course, I see and I feel as if Alabama rises to the occasion, rises to the challenge, and covers, yes, covers this -7 spread and beats Ole Miss easily. I would say probably by 10, maybe 2 touchdowns, in all honesty. Let's go, Alabama. This game right here is one of the most exciting games of the entire weekend. Unfortunately, he's out, but we have number 19 Colorado, Travis Hunter and Deion Sanders' team versus number 10 Oregon, Bo Nix, the Heisman candidate. I personally feel as if with Travis Hunter being out after the cheap shot hit that he had took last week against Colorado State, I'm sorry, but Colorado does not have a shot. I am sorry. The truth is that Colorado, they won't have enough on offense and defense, as Travis Hunter is their best corner, and on top of that, he is their number 1 offensive option. Now, Shedeur will be playing hard and will be balling out, but I don't feel as if he will have enough this game, especially after how poor that the defense and the offense looked last game against Colorado State in the game where they were heavy favorites. Shedeur played amazing and came back Brady-like and won him the game in the final drive of the game and in the 2 overtimes, but they did not look like the team that they should have looked and should have dominated, even though Travis Hunter was out. I personally feel as Oregon comes out and dominates this game at home and covers the 21.5 spread. Game, we have number 24 Iowa versus number 7 Penn State, and was Penn State lovely game of the whiteout game. Penn State loves this game. The crowd comes out rocking. It's going to be very exciting. Iowa, on the other hand, their quarterback against a MAC school last week played terrible, only put up 100 yards, barely putting the ball in the air, barely looking like a legit top 25 team in America. You know, the defense played solid, but the offense was not there. Penn State has been looking like a well-oiled machine all year. Offense and defense, Drew Allar, and the running backs have been looking talented. The receivers, the defense, in a whiteout game at home, look for a blowout, as this spread looks high enough. -14.5. It probably should be -16, -17, as Penn State take care of this game here. Now, I really appreciate you all for watching, and I appreciate you all for tuning in. This is going to be an exciting week 4 matchup of college football, and I can't wait for it. If you are new here, again, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. If you are returning, please do the same. I appreciate you all. Thank you all for watching, and let's crush the books.